Good morning, everybody. This is Chosen. I've been struggling with putting these out here, but last night, I think that was the night that I'm not struggling no longer. I guess you gotta sit back and think about it when you think about all the different types of things that go on. I know one fear when you talk about God, people think going to church, you can't have no fun no more. You gotta dress a certain way, you gotta do a certain thing, or you're not gonna be good enough for the church, and you're not gonna be. Girl, fuck them folks. Them people can't tell you nothing. Can't nobody question your walk with God. He's not the type of person that is just like going to ignore your pain. He deals with it in a whole different type of way than what you could ever deal with, period. And sometimes you don't even get to see it. See, most people feel like things happen and God just letting it happen. No, he's not. You're making the decision. I was talking to my mom yesterday and I was explaining to her how I just don't understand how no matter how helpful I am or no matter how people pleasing I am, motherfuckers still don't like me. So I just done gave up. Fuck y'all. I'm not finna be making a decision to try and be friends with somebody that really don't even like me. You act like you like me. That's an act. And that's what a lot of people are out here doing. They're acting with those ulterior motives. They don't really want to be your friend. It's something else they want. But they will act like they want to be your friend. So, I was talking to somebody and they said, God don't give a fuck about us. We living in hell. No, hell is in your head. You living in hell in your head because of the decisions you done made. People got the blame game bad as hell. Nobody want to accept that I made the wrong decision. I made a bad decision. It's your decision. Free will do not allow for him to make you do nothing. You have to make the decision to do good. It's not like, somebody got to be a fucking saint or something. Nobody has to be a saint. Nobody is a saint. That's the problem. When you go to church, they want to portray it like they're perfect. And they fighting demons just like every fucking body else. Because nobody is fucking perfect. Period. It came to me that, somebody gonna say, you ain't chosen. How you chosen as much shit as you done did? Well, first of all, it's the decisions that I've made. Yeah, I done did a bunch of shit. But I've made a bunch of decisions to where I had to walk away from a lot of people that I fucking cared about. But they showed me that they didn't care about me. People that I helped, gave money to, fed, let come to my house, they turn their back on me. Or something may happen where they express how they really fucking feel about you. And it hurt. So I was sitting up and I was thinking, like, why would you take me through all of that if I was chosen? Why do I have to be in so much pain because I'm chosen? Because I made the choice to love and not hate. That's the part that they hate. They can't stand that you can find humility in chaos. They can't stand that you can walk away instead of fight and still be happy. It's the decisions that you make in the darkness that brings you to the light. That is the part that nobody want to understand. They said, God ain't going to come around no people like that. Let me tell you something. Yes, he will. He will sit there and watch everything those demons or those bad people do, because he's looking for somebody that's gonna choose him. Now, when you say choose him, that don't mean going to church and sitting in there and praying 5-6 times a day. No, that don't. That mean you choose love instead of hate. It's not hard. It's not hard to have God in your life. It's not hard to have a relationship with him. All you have to do is make the choice. That's it. Just make the choice. And people say you don't know. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. When you are in a situation and people are trying to get you to go one way, you get that feeling. It's that feeling in your heart, that butterfly feeling in the bottom of your stomach, where you feel like what you doing is wrong. And in your mind, you either say, fuck them, or you say, I ain't doing that. That was your choice. So any karma that come behind it, any backlash that come behind it, you got to accept that because you made that decision. Nobody is turning their back on you. God ain't forgot about you. You've made decisions that you have to accept that you made it and ask for forgiveness. That's it. And mean it. He know whether you mean it or not. Mean that shit and stand on that shit. Period. My next thing I'm trying to do is stop cussing because, boy, I get so mad. It's a cuss word day almost every sentence. But that's something that I want to do for myself. You get what I'm saying? I want to make myself better. And it got to start somewhere. You get what I'm saying? I really don't understand what this is supposed to do. You know, people around here do not want to hear what the fuck I got to say. They be mad as hell. I don't want to hear about God. So I asked him why. He said, I done did so much. God was never there for me. Where was he at when my kids was, no, not my kids, when my mom was beating me or my dad was gone or when them niggas was jumping on me or when I was getting bullied in school or when I was doing that. You know what? You know what have America has taught us? America has taught us to rely on people. Look at it. We done marched. We done came out of slavery. We done marched. And they always trick us to make us think we free when we still slaves. It's just a different type of slavery every single time. Why? Because you rely on man. You expect for them to give you what God put on you. And they're not. They're not because they don't want to. And they don't have to. There's nobody going to make them. Why is there nobody going to make them? Because y'all is relying on him. If we as a people could bend down and rely on God to change things, it would be changed. But it ain't enough for us that's relying on God. Even through the church. You know, I read certain parts of the Bible and then, you know, I kind of got discouraged because it was real condescending and, you know, it was words that didn't make sense. I didn't understand why would this be so contradicting if this is the book that he gave us. And then I remembered the slave owners gave them to the slaves. So what I'm thinking is there's certain things in that Bible that I can literally feel. And then certain things just don't even sound right. It don't. It's slaves in the Bible. Yes, you supposed to honor your master. And that is in the Bible. So do you really believe God wrote that? Do you really believe those are words that he wanted his people to hear? I don't believe that. I believe they tampered with that Bible. You can't believe almost anything that God is outside of love. He ain't right. He ain't doing that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that God will come with a wrath of vengeance when he made one of his commandments, do not kill. I don't believe he do that. There's no exception to that rule. There's no exception. So therefore, all that killing that God was supposed to have been undid, and there, no, that's not even how he kills people. He kills you in your heart. He makes you feel bad for whatever it is you done did, and he reminds you constantly that this is why this is happening to you. That's karma. That is not murder. I just don't believe that. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. What I believe the problem is in churches, y'all serving Jesus. See, one thing about it, God says, serve no man but me. Y'all are serving Jesus. And in this Bible, it tells you to serve him. But if Jesus was alive today, he would tell y'all, do not pray to me, pray to my Father. That's who you're supposed to pray to. Inside the Bible, he told people, you are capable to do the same things that I can. So why is it that we're serving him? Why is it that we're calling out his name? Do you know how pissed God is? Do you know how mad he is that we are serving another God but him? Yes, Jesus was an amazing person. Do I believe Jesus was here? Yes, I do. Do I believe that he was capable of doing the things that he said? Yes, I do. I also believe that they did to Jesus the same thing they doing to us. They hung him on a tree. They don't tell you that part, but it's all in the Bible. They hung him on a tree for 3 days in Jerusalem to make the land desolate. And it's still desolate today. They cannot have peace. They cannot have rest nowhere over there. You got America going over there trying to help them. Why? Because they probably want their land. They don't go help nobody for nothing. It's always an asset or something that they're gaining for doing it. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to try and kill the people that's over there. But they're going to build money for them and send it to them every year. Every time we have a bill passed, it's going to be money going to all these people and all these lands. Why? They don't do nothing for us. Nothing. But yet our tax dollars is going to take care of them. And they're living on our land. Nobody wants to talk about that. What you call it? Somatic? Ain't that what they call it? Somatic, if you say that. Why is that somatic? Why? Why does it have to be somatic? See, people try and make it seem so complex when it's clean cut. Very clean cut. I was listening to a reader and they said, they talked about who the devil was. Let me tell you what I got out of that situation. Lucifer is like a rebellious ass kid who want to do the complete opposite of what their parents say. Now, I know it's plenty of parents out here that know exactly what I mean. You can tell your child, don't touch that, it's hot. And as soon as you turn your head, they'll put their finger on it. Ha! Didn't I just tell you not to touch it? It's just like something that's automatic within children to rebel against their parent. But when you're in the spirit realm and you're trying to prove some sort of point, which I believe that's what Lucifer is proving, a point. That they're going to choose me over you because I'm funner. Because I can give them stuff because they don't have to do nothing to gain it. But take the souls of the chosen. That's all you got to do. You look at all these famous people that eventually they go nuts. They get to doing crazy stuff. You don't know why. They act like they fighting demons. And everybody call them crazy. But the thing about it is they're not crazy. They really are fighting demons. When you sign a contract, you got to read it and know what the hell it say. When you sign off your creativity, your ideas, your thoughts, when you sign that up, you done sold your soul, baby. Anything you think about, they own it. Anything you create, they own it. Because they own you. Because you signed that on that dotted line for whatever amount of money it was that they gave you. And them people is going fucking crazy. They don't know what to do. They don't know how. And they done fallen so far from God that they feel like they cannot be forgiven. But baby, let me tell you something. God will forgive you 7,777 times 7. Them is a lot of times that God will forgive you. But one thing he will not let you do is prosper off of ill-gotten funds. If you became rich through the devil, you got to walk away from all that to go into your purpose. The reason God put you here, so that you can reach the people he needs you to reach. This is not about us. It's really not. When them people be out there doing that evil ass shit, that don't be them. That be that spirit that's inside of them that makes them so fucking angry that they can't take it no more. That pain that's inside of them that makes them so fucking hurt that they can't take it no more. And when they get done, they don't know what came over them. They don't know why, because the devil is a spirit. He can jump in and out. He can be in 5 people at the same damn time. And so can God. That's the whole point. We're choosing the devil. We're choosing not to forgive. We're choosing to be evil. We're choosing to be spiteful. That ain't something that's in our DNA. That's something that we're choosing. Whether it's because of the pain, whether it's because of how the other person is acting, regardless of how it is and what the reason for, we're making that choice. The day you decide to start choosing God, you will notice people get to falling out your life, and they may say things to you. They may hurt your feelings. They may make posts. But the thing is, you chose God, so now he has to clear your life out. He has to get these people away from you because, see, they just want your energy. They want your beat, baby. Because, see, God put a shine on you that can't go nowhere. And they can see it. You may not even can see it. They can see it. God will hide your value. He will hide who you is from these people so that you know who they are. So when that blessing come on you, you don't be around these people. You don't feel bad for them because they made that decision. You didn't make it. You didn't make that decision. You made decisions to better yourself. You made decisions not to worry about that and to focus on yourself. You made that decision. They didn't. They chose to do whatever it is they doing. And that's on them. They got to live with that. That is not your fault. You don't got to live with it. You don't owe them nothing. And that's where he wants you to get at. For when he start coming through and giving you his blessings, you won't have no problems walking in his faith. See, people say, oh, you finna start going to church. Let me tell you something. I've never fit in the church. And it's more devils inside that church building than it is on the street. And sometimes they worse because they can hurt you in a whole different type of way than people on the street. They can hurt you in your soul to where you don't even feel worthy. That's what they're there for, though. That's why they're there, to make sure. You ever notice that in certain scriptures, you will have a pastor read a scripture and they only read one portion of the passage? But if you read the complete in a whole, that passage probably won't even make sense. I noticed that they only read out of certain books. Like when I was looking at a Bible study, I was looking at how they would pull certain ones out, but you forget about all the ones after that and what they say. And we're doing the complete opposite. Everybody is doing the complete opposite of what he said. Even the church people. Y'all calling on Jesus when y'all should be calling on God. That's the thing. Y'all looking at Jesus like he's somebody other than us. He said himself, there will be others that are greater than me. So why is it that we so fixated on him? And then in the Bible it said, won't nobody come to the Father but through him. But the Father said you're not supposed to serve nobody but God. And ain't nobody calling on God. Everybody is calling on Jesus. I just don't understand it. I don't. We are a people that need somebody to tell us what we're supposed to be doing. We don't have enough confidence in ourselves to trust our own intuition. We don't. And that's the problem. Your intuition will tell you everything. It'll tell you when you ain't supposed to be going somewhere. It'll tell you when you is supposed to be somewhere. You would get them feelings for no reason at all. Baby, that's God. God is within every human being. Every last one of us. Every last one of us makes a decision. Every last one of us. What decision are you going to make?